No, it's the creatures from the first game, the ones that are covered in darkness. If you remember that, this is what I was looking for. Completely walked by the cabin. Are you getting the limited edition Alan Wake 2 Thermos? I want it so bad, but it's not available in Norway. No. I mean, I would love to, but I can't afford it. Probably. I don't know how much it is. Um, down from New York City. He came down from New York City. He loved every minute of the trip. Lori and Bob. These paths have seen better days. Nice views and got there. May I suggest adding some nice rest stops along the way?
Children in Bright Falls all grew up hearing stories about the cult of the tree. Feral maniacs living in the woods. Satanists chanting, "We watch in the night," as they perform blood sacrifices in the forests. Or things not quite human lurking in the dark. There were many versions of the story, but they all shared one important element: danger in the dark, in the woods. Somewhere among all the urban legends lay a secret truth. The real identity of the cultists prowling in the woods. Real faces hid behind the masks. Real hands held the knives. Real people fulfilling a grim purpose. The forest was not safe. People were right to keep their children away from the trees.
Hold the fire button to activate auto fire. Increases the magazine size by 50%. Land 2 headshots in quick succession to stun an enemy for an extended duration.
Saga had lost count of how many shots she'd fired, but she was sure it must have been more than she had in her magazine. And yet, she'd not run out of ammo. As if the magazine had grown to fit more bullets. She fired again.
Nice.
Creepy dolls, mysterious rhymes. No weirder than anything else going on, I guess.
There you go. Oh, wow. Okay. Reenact the rhyme made the environment change. Okay.
Another one of those rhymes.
Oh. Mother crow sits in her nest, guarding her babies, doing her best, protect her home from the beast coming to feast, but only a hero brave of heart can keep the two apart. Um, I wonder if I have to go. Alright, so I have to keep an eye on something that goes into that puzzle. Oh, yeah. Cult stash. Oh, yeah, I gotta get that cult stash because we didn't get all the numbers. There's a 7 minus 2, 5. So we got, what was it, 6, 8, 5? Is that the order? So, what is that? 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. 7 minus 2. 2, 6, 8? I don't think there is a 2. I mean, there's a minus or a plus 2. It's 6. It's 6, 8, 5. So maybe it's 6, 5. Oh, okay. Are you one of us or one of them? I forgot how to find the I was like, how do I find the It was 568. It seems to be anyway. I don't know if there's a rhyme or reason to that because I was just kind of going in order of what I found it. But okay, so we go back because we can go into the dark place because we have abilities and fun. Wait, what is that? Hand flare. Oh, I didn't pick up the flare out of the box. Bruh. I hate ritual murder. It's my least favorite kind. The hero, brave and strong, left home to right a wrong. From the woods came the wolf, so greedy and hungry that he ate what he found in the house without a host, and the hero returned to find she'd lost the thing she'd loved the most. Right, it's probably in.
You are a handsome dear.
Oh dear. When nature calls on a hike, check the direction of the wind before answering. Hikers have broken off branches of some of the trees down by the lake to make an illegal fire. Tried to fix some of the damage, doused the area, maybe put some instructional signs. I also found some tracks I couldn't recognize. Pretty big. A wolverine? Or footprints that were smeared? Either way, they were wandering around in strange patterns. Might be a sick animal. We will need to keep an eye out. Poem of the day. The sun as she keeps knows that not woes the men who toss and turn, worried, frightened, wish had, or blissful slumber. Observations. Picked up a bunch of trash left by tourists despite posted guidance. Humans are the worst. Thought of the day. Major majestic pine was once just a wee acorn. A lot of new growth in the area. Some of the saplings I planted earlier are really thriving. Most must be all this rain. I don't mind it either. Great. Sounds to sleep too. Great. Sounds to sleep to. It's amazing what a good night's rest and warm cup of tea can do. Upstairs. Research into the reality altering effects discovered in the Cauldron Lake area utilizing fiction, and this is the Federal Bureau of Control. Discovered in Cauldron Lake area utilizing fiction and art as a source, and then manifesting the results into existence. The FBC's intent in this research project is to experiment with nursery rhymes, hereinafter referred to as fiction, in an attempt to recreate the conditions under which the writing would become reality. The hypothesis is that there are two ways to which fiction affects reality, either by reflecting events that have come to pass but that are not known to their later creator, whose act of creation therefore becomes the catalyst for these past events, which after which they serve as a source of their own inspiration, or by the fiction itself being the initiating force in its present timeline, using the creator as a conduit. In the experiment, we will create nursery rhyme text with a specific function and then use the depicted dolls and symbols as needed via a careful testing process with the purpose of the story told in the fiction manifesting itself in real life. A variety of combinations involving the dolls, symbols, and rhymes will be tested in order to collect large amounts of data with the hope that a pattern will appear. Methods will be adjusted in the testing based on our results. So the Federal Bureau of Control, hi Jesse, is doing this. I don't know if Jesse's doing this. Witchfinder Station 2, Streamside 1, Cauldron Lake Rental Cabins 1. Okay, so the Federal Bureau of Control is creating nursery rhymes. So this is a wolf. And big as he left, is this it?
I have a weird feeling something's changed. What is this? This is ridiculous.
Was it a dog?
Oh shit. Another charm for my bracelet.
Wait, okay, so we have that computer. Alright, so 2547. Dr. Marmont? Ooh. Here is progress update on the project's first experimentations. The tests itself were plastic animal figurines, teddy bears, toy cars, baby dolls. The iconographic nature of the test items was hypothesized to be beneficial for these research purposes. Test results negative. I'll continue testing with more advanced items and scenarios, and response from you is necessary. I have received your favorable review of my project proposal. Thank you. I need not remind you that my academic as well as recreational expertise in mythology, folklore, and writing will indeed lend the needed credibility to the project in both leading it and creating the testing material.
The FBC is definitely playing with things they don't fully understand. And that always goes well.
Well, they understand it better than we do, probably. Or at least you, the character. I know I'm lollygagging, as the old people say, but I want to make sure I get everything. I'm assuming when I do everything,
We've reached the car, Anderson. How's it going down there?
I think I'm done here. I'll meet you at the parking lot.
But we're not done here, because I want to do one more nursery rhyme. To protect her home from a beast coming to the feast.
Makes sense.
I don't know what unlocked there. Eat a pile of dicks. You have to realize that the first game was done in 2010. This city outside the main street looks nothing like the first game. Outside the main street. And the location don't matter when everything around you is warping and paranormal. Also, where else would it take place? He was stuck in the darkness at Bright Falls. Like, if he was randomly in Colorado, how the fuck did he get there? You know what I mean? Like, to use your name as an example. Now you're getting it, Colorado. I'm never wrong. Now you're getting it.
Mr. Wake, we're taking you back to our field office in Bright Falls. You can freshen up there, and then we'll talk properly.
Hey, Mom. Before you say anything, I'm totally fine. Don't freak out. Dad shouldn't have even texted you.
Logan? No one texted me. What's going on?
I'm totally fine. I slipped, that's all. God, it's not the end of the world.
Put your father on the phone.
Okay. Dad, it's Mom.
Don't worry, hon. Logan slipped in the shower and bumped her head. She has a slight concussion, but I'm keeping an eye on her. Lucky I heard her fall. She could have drowned.
Jesus, David. Why didn't you call?
I tried. It didn't go through. She's fine, really. But what about you? You sound stressed.
No, it's, just weird case, that's all.
Well, if you need a hint, my years of board game victories tell me Colonel Mustard did it.
I'll keep an eye out for him. Love you, Dave.
Love you too, honey. Wanna say
Colonel
bye to
Mustard
Logan?
always did it.
Just tell her I love her. Bye for now. Is there anyone you'd like us to reach out to, Mr. Wake? You've been gone a long time.
No. They'd be in danger. It'll come for me.
Okay, let's talk about something else. Robert Nightingale. Do you know him? You were both here in 2010.
The Dark Presence got him back then. That's the last time I saw him. 13 years. Fuck me.
Tell us about the pages. You had what looks like a title page with you. Return. Is this the name of the story on these pages? The writer's name has been scratched out pretty violently, but your name can still be made out underneath.
Scratched out. Yeah. Scratch.
Did you write these pages, Mr.
Yep,
Wake?
2023.
To remember, it's a crazy jumble, like a nightmare. It doesn't make sense. I remember.
All gods of Asgard!
Talk show tonight? Waking up in places with no memory of how I'd gotten there. It was out of control. I didn't need another mugshot in the fucking tabloids. Had
Yeah,
I
the
already
graphics.
done the show?
The graphics are
Was that
great.
a recording?
Yeah, from the lake, yeah.
On. Good to see you, Alan. Great to see you. Welcome back to the show. Come on, sit down, sit down, sit down. Woo! Oh, man. It is so good to see you, Alan. This must be an exciting time for you. Tell me, does it ever get old?
Sorry, does what get old?
Publishing a new book. Are you okay there, my friend? You look like you've been cooped up in the writer's room for a few too many years.
This is exactly how I feel.
You know, I've waited so long to get my hands on the sequel to Departure. You left us on quite the cliffhanger. We've all been dying to know what "it's not a lake, it's an ocean" really means.
You and me both.
Well, our wait is over. Your new book, Initiation, hits the shelves tomorrow.
What?
That's exactly what every reader will be asking. This book is mind-bending. It's so cerebral. I mean, how would you describe it? An auto-fictional thought experiment? A horror story? A postmodern detective story?
Wait. This isn't right. I haven't written anything.
He's so humble.
Okay, you got me. Good prank, very funny. But yeah, sad to say, I've not written this. I'd remember if I'd written a book, right?
Or maybe it was written by your evil double. Well played, man! That is spot on! Playing the role here. Pretending the world of the book overlaps our own. That's very meta indeed. You see, Initiation tells the story of a fictional writer named Alan Wake, who is trapped in a nightmare, desperately trying to find the manuscript of a novel he has forgotten he has written. The book is set in New York, but it might not be New York at all. He is tormented by his dark doppelganger and guided by visions of a fictional detective he has written. That's right, Alex Casey is in this book as well.
I guess we'll just keep doing this the whole show. The joke's on me.
But isn't that what you sign up for with autofiction? No, but seriously, I found the structure of the reality you build in the book fascinating. It reminded me of The Matrix. I mean, the writer is physically in his writer's room, trapped there, and he projects himself out to this dark dream of New York through the story he is writing. Like astral projection. Did I get that right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Go on. I should be taking notes here. This is great stuff.
Notes to that other Alan Wake in that room writing this as we speak? Are we all in your story, Alan? Wow. No, I wish you every success with your new book, Alan. I hope it's as successful as your best-selling Alex Casey series. Initiation hits the shelves tomorrow. After this, I'm sure we'll all be eagerly awaiting the culmination of this hero's journey trilogy of yours. A book called Return, perhaps. Yeah, thank you for one of the strangest interviews of my entire career, Alan. All this talk of meta-narratives. I'm expecting to disappear once this scene ends.
Hello?
I love that the band playing was
Something's
literally
not right
Poets
here.
of the Fall.
I needed to get home. To Alice.
Alright, we gotta check our surroundings here. Between with Mr. Door. Mr. Door sounds familiar.
What the hell was that interview? Some kind of joke? Initiation? I never wrote a book called Initiation. This felt like a bad dream. Could make a good horror story.
I'd look it up, but with my luck, I have never heard that name before, and I can go fuck myself, because I would figure out something I don't want to find out, so I'm not doing it. Old Gods of Asgard?
Old Gods of Asgard. That name sounded familiar.
Yeah. 665, Neighbor of the Beast. Neighbor of the Beast. 666, the number of the beast. Mr. Door?
I was a mess. I'd never heard of this talk show or Mr. Door before. None of it felt right. Was I losing my mind?
Casper Darling. My darling, my darling. Holy shit. We meta. You know, Mage, I found so many writings written by the Federal Bureau of Control and now that book that I'm all like giddy over here, over lore, you know? I'm all giddy. Like, you know, on a scale of 1 to giddy, I'm up there. In the giddy scale.
You know the deal, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed what you see here today, please leave a like. And if you're new to the channel and haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you!